Na ene me pesa wo de je me pa my prayer my power na yenko. My prayer my power.
Courage in the Lord. Do not look at that situation. Do not look at that problem. Do not look at that dry land.
Prayer is seeking for something, asking someone, asking for something, looking for a particular thing. Thank you.
BCTV, impacting through the gospel.
Jumedie, Numekua Esoyas Nene, Bembeni Travel and Consult, Freob Automation Limited, Hemco Enterprise, Lightest Multimedia, Prissy Logistics, Kenley Company, Reps Household, E-Fashion and Boutique, Decovas Enterprise, and Abab Partners.
So it's here for you that wants to say in the more make it time, now wants to joining a health talk show. Na ye envision ne say yebema nyamini din akọ amayame nyina yebepɛ sɛ yebɛda Apostle Mrs. Bernice Agyemang Prempeh ena Mr. Benjamin Agyemang Prempeh yɛda ɔmo ase sɛ ɔmo ama yɛn saa platform wei ama yɛtumi de aka yɛ pomde ho ensɛm yɛnim sɛ wiase deɛ wowɔ apomde a na yɛ den ɛyɛ betumi apeska we wiase mna na nso sɛ wonni health a saa ska na obe use de akɔhwehwɛ good health nti yɛda ɔmo ase paa sɛ ɔmo ama yɛ saa kwan we na ketwa na yɛ so yɛnim no yɛtumi ahyɛ na yɛ nhyira ama wo na asan so ayɛ nhyira ama me nti Promised Land Faith Ministries yɛwɔ 3 branches. First one is Faith Temple ɛwɔ Tema Community 1 behind the Gold Filling Station. Dominion Temple ɛno wɔ Doyimu off the Shy Hills Akosombo Road. In our third one ne wɔ Victory Temple ɛwɔ Ashiama 40 rooms Atadeka Koko Junction. Enti ebestre say mo be join in or any of these branches na ya yeden ya som na me abom. Na your weekly program so it is saying Mondays you were online Bible studies between the hours of 7 to 8 p.m. Now on Wednesdays so yeah faith hour Faith Temple time near 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bra na only nyame mbedi mpu ni mpu na onka bibi nkyɛw ɛwɔ wa bra bom bɛbɔ mpai na hwɛ nyame anim na sɛ wo hwɛ na go hwɛ nyame anim na wo hwɛ na wo be hu no. On Friday bia so ye manifestation half night ye started 7 p.m. Then so last Friday of the month no ye na ye call Dominion Temple a ɛwɔ Doyimu ni akɔyɛ all night ye started Friday ni ahwɛ nyame anim. Friday all night na Saturday ye wo waiting Sunday ni ya sorry na ya eden ya sign aba tema biom na Sundays ye victory service no ye mienu. First one ni wo Faith Temple and ya anapa 8:30 to 12 p.m. area in enumere dia no ye wo Victory Temple a ewo Atadeka eno ye 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's here for my joining and na ma like na ma share na ma subscribe. So na PCTV program lineup no say na no so eti Mondays to Thursdays ye visitation hour with Apostle Mrs. Bernice Agyemang Prempeh between the hours of 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Now Wednesdays your exaltation hour with the Rama exaltation drive time with the Rama Estatifi 7 p.m. Now Thursdays so between the hours of 3 to 4 p.m. your inspirational hour with Pastor Jessica. Yedanyamiasi so wama ye na nkwa na ya sign ebihia nde. Na nde nhemu ayehia no den na yede ba. Yewo ho yewo obi wa ha mepese me introduce no na odi kakra no so nim no amaye na ye nhira amaye nti nde program no ya titi pi say ewo ho a week bi wo ho a ye say we awareness way nti this week here ebetwema na endi ye sign so ewo awareness week bi aye den yetwem bansa na me de no meba no me pese me introduce Auntie Sabina Nkrumah. Auntie Sabina, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Auntie Sabina wahase to say the make no awareness way na awareness way be na ye say breastfeeding awareness week. Nancy Sabina.
Yes, dear.
You can't breastfeeding awareness week cry and no what does it mean? Actually saying because maybe I say awareness. The any man say if you this week is awareness week, but you can't say awareness week no kwa day nature.
Okay, me share with you phone na. Na makase. Ya kase bibi ye wo awareness week bi na say ade no emfasode wo ho. Nanso ye hu ne mfasode enti ye bon ka ye say emfasode wo ho enti ye hwenye.
Okay, nti ye in kai bona na
ye gusu yes.
Because ye mu pi ni ye refi.
Ye refi.
Ye refi nti o say wo ho na maka ye kakra.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah that's it. Okay, nti eno na ye awareness week no. Okay, but this week no say breastfeeding. Okay, nti say ye kasa breastfeeding na kasa po no. Eye den. So obe chechem kakra che ya because nyawe bi wa ye refi but once I ya awareness week na say hu hia. Inti you can't breastfeed na then na breastfeeding.
Okay, so you can't breastfeed na say kwanya nipa female organism either being an animal species or human species first feeding the offspring. You know the moment I be born oba no Nyankopon de no ka ho say we ya aboa say we nipa. In fact say nipa cry ya mo but the highest nti o de kan wo oba duane ho se na be ya se offspring ba body be produce milk and say aduane na wo de ama wo offspring.
Okay, nti na che say nya say ye kan say nipa pe na mum nyame abodi na
ye ma exactly.
Aha ono na nyame aka say obetumi breastfeeding ne ba through breast milk.
Yes.
Okay, nti enye limited to nipa
pe
na mum nyame abodi ye
manina exactly.
Okay, nti yate asinti na che say oba na betumi aye breastfeeding.
Yes.
Okay.
But sesia no yenye ma pe na breastfeeding. Remember to me breastfeeding man ye.
Okay, you bedru ho. Because okay, what you ma dua ko bibi so. E ka ne sa, we so meje adwuma ni na de ama. Nti aya kai me.
Mate.
Me
kura say one kasa because I come do menuma dia me di ho. I want men to be on board in everything that I do. Say ba no ni nsemu, e ba ne mo frashe, e ba I want Father's Day to be celebrated just like the way Mother's Day is celebrated. And the only way to make it done is helping alongside.
Yes.
Nti me kura hia me panti wan kai me kura me ameka. Ye fi han kwa no de aka.
No aka ho. Esan say wo hwepo a wo hwa ye kan say say oba no nya the support of the husband in nyama or ye in terms of even our repo and sana ye kase nyinsa ni awa won say bibia koso fine because say sikapo oni ona so onim say me kun support me a bibia koso nti mema no muntie o
you see yeah na mema ni bebre na I don't know say me can say eboapayo and na say lack of understanding.
Okay.
Yes, omonti ase, but omonti ase ye. Wonim say mema omo womanizers no. Omunye sika pa. Mema omo womanizers omunye sika because they make sure say they please everybody. And emaya body no ewo nyansemu nyam kupon nyansemu ye da na koma so party che ke kira wo no fie. Wo ye den ye be pampa na sen wo first born na ye wo no. Enti obi a obe pampa ka kire bia so ye awofo ni favorites. And it's a member pampa ema, they become the favorite of God, but most men don't know. So they tend to leave their job for us to think a couple share be brains. But say yo, you couldn't be 20 years you can aware for a member be a kwa benya member ni bebre because Yakubu say manga say mom me ka chire for the tim kon mumre fie na mama nya made.
Okay ampa because Bible poka say nipa cry or bema you can say or find a wife no.
Finds a good thing and obtain, but baby, oh yeah, no, we few no. The more kind finds a good thing. No, we few obtain favor no. And see, I will love them to obtain the favor by supporting us to breastfeed. Into we few could make a
Mate, Vidasi. Into a for mutie ya mufa questions embra na yen answer. Elizabeth Bewa, ya da was to say, what joining, ya be person will be like, or share no one subscribing. In there, edume to say the DBIA and a woo here pa a beboa inti moon ya way moon ya can say moon like moon share na moon subscribe no be so yen shra say obeti especially memano Mbema no emma de yemfa ne say
because
an ye the boy
yenim dada
says ha aha nti say ye tie because ye pese ye nim more ama de ye nim ye be hu a na mo mmema mo ye ya boafo wo say mo boa yen time as am we mu na wo say mo so mo ye den mo tie na bibia eye fefefe okay nti no yaka breastfeeding ade a breastfeeding yen nti wa ma ya tie asemba milk ni bibia okay time ben in a breastfeeding e sha say you can breastfeed at time ben e sha say
okay enti sa ye share oba ni pedua the moment a woman takes in seed or fire funupe from day 1 of pregnancy is when breastfeeding starts from day 1 of pregnancy enye abrabo fana be wiase awie no wo fire funu ne pe enti ye can signs of pregnancy you can the enlargement of the breast also count, the heaviness or the thickness of the breast also count because the body has to prepare itself for milk production. So breastfeeding starts immediately you get pregnant. Now, say if they can't start because the body is like a machine, a mechanism of action takes instructions from the brain. And to say if one man will say instruction, they say I am pregnant.
Okay.
A baby will be coming out. And I will feed through my breast. The hormones, progesterone and estrogens relaxes to produce breast milk. Because only Sheti, that command, say, I will give breast milk.
Yeah.
So breastfeeding starts the moment you find out you are pregnant. That is when breastfeeding starts. And here they encourage mothers no more inverted nipple and said the moment you realize you are pregnant, try to make it erected by massaging it because you definitely use it. So it is all part of breastfeeding processes.
Okay.
So it goes through all till baby is out. Then when baby is out, the first thing after wiping, separating mother from baby and everything, the next thing is attaching baby to breast. Unless you have a medical condition which wouldn't allow that. Other than that, even by cesarean section, when baby is separated from mother, baby must be sent to breast milk. Exactly.
Okay, intina say breast milk.
Some even come whilst you are still pregnant.
Yeah. And
some comes whilst you are still pregnant. And like so how we are after 24 hours and saba. 24 to 72 hours. Actually 72 hours unless you have a medical condition.
Yeah.
We have conditions where people don't get breast milk. Some women don't get breast. It's a medical condition. But aside that, within 24 to 72 hours, breast milk will come.
Okay. Can you do remember and then I had the support
Exactly.
Because
that is the theme for this year. The support of from the family.
Okay.
Breastfeeding is a very important thing. Support from the family. So it's a whole package. And you remember the caregivers, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, in fact, the whole family at large, especially in-laws, you know. Because some of them problems in the brain.
Yes, mommy note it down. Psychological bit of when me noting it down. And then the number was a mechanic also. That means a okay. Yeah, Danyamiasi. Okay, inti and the year kind why no be to me a breastfeeding?
Obia or Wubia, anybody who produces can breastfeed. Okay. The moment the baby is out, you can breastfeed. Unless medically you can't. What your medical condition is beer. You know, breast milk itself is a blood. It's an aspect of the blood. So if sometimes giving it out can affect you, the mother, then your medical officers will opt you not to give. But if you are not having any medical condition which will distract you, the mother, your health there, then you are obliged to give breastfeed, to give breast milk. Sorry.
Okay.
And there is a part of breast milk which is very, very important, very crucial. If you miss it, you miss it. That is the first cream milk that we call it the colostrum. Very important. It's the first immunization for the baby, the first bond for the baby, the first, should I say, anti-medication drug for the baby. It's a whole package. That colostrum alone is a whole package on its own. So if you miss it, it is not coming back. It is not coming back. And some last for 2 weeks, some last for 1 month, some last for 3 days, depending on how plenty you have it. So if you have it plenty, give. If you have it less, don't worry. Give the less that you have. Your baby will have it enough.
And see, we can say, you know, like I trim my dream, I could be so sharp. In Colania, warm premature. I beg a couple so I have fine with your body. But I don't know, you're lost no more.
Onya more because for about opientem and to onya ne more. And you know, as I said, the body is a mechanism of something. They say within the first day, na baby about after 9 months, no, baby will 72 hours. It's a bit a ban out in tema. What better in tem? Onya do 9 months. What didn't you do 9 months? And two better so could niku now. Shall the who said more kana? Mother's not expected. It's very yellow. It's very yellow, and they keep on having it because they are taking it more and they are having it more. So the more you give, the more it comes.
But as some are okay, so it's very important because me cover preterm as a see me team say it's very important because preterm are collaborating a lot of health issues. But the fact when you breastfeed, you na figure. I feel so no ebanisa umoka.
Debbie.
Because we hear additional costs we are
Debbie. We hear additional should I say containers. You don't need additional content. Everything it's already prepared. We have Angel Gabriel standing by the fuel, pumping Angel. Everybody's there. Everything is prepared.
Ready.
All you need is your cup. This way, all you need is your cup and spoon, and you are good to go.
Okay. Inti na ya kan isano. Ansa na me pese ye beka commercial break, but ansa ye ko ba ni aye importance of breastfeed ye kan ya for awareness week well then but ansana no em say o say dey in mema dey but ansana
we were
because me say nyama pi ba obehwe na ye jai no enti ehu hia me pa.
Okay, so talking about how men can also breastfeed. You know, say the maker said breastfeeding starts from onset of pregnancy. Now, as a man, it is your responsibility to encourage the woman to breastfeed. Okay. That is how you are a way of you, the man, helping to breastfeed. Encourage the woman to breastfeed. Okay. It is advisable medically by World Health Organization and Ghana Service say for the first 6 months of the child's life, you give solely breast milk, no additional water. Breast milk on demand, breastfeed on demand. Give it every hour, give it as the child wants it.
But come back to breastfeeding on demand. Explaining the year because it looks like in understanding ye when explaining.
Okay. On demand, we have some categories of babies. We have the sleepers, we have the watchers, we have the builders. The sleepers will sleep, they don't care. Obey to me at 24 hours. On your sleeper. And you see, I have a saying that God don't create human beings again. It is the predecessors who have died and gone at those kind of bags. You be sleeper and say in the previous life now or you're deaf. Or when you seek our slaves here at the end or house helps into or no or sorry I don't just be say no we no we did because they didn't cry you been so many a band of critical cry is Sunday at feeding and so they are there. So some people if you don't wake them up they will not eat. In less than 6 months, acha 1 hour you need to breastfeed. Acha, but some can take it every 30 minutes, some can take it every 45 minutes. So if the child is taking it every 45 minutes, give. But acha 1 hour. Say wada, you need to wake that child up to feed. So that is the demand. It's a must. That you have to make sure that the baby gets the breast milk in every 1 hour intervals.
Okay.
Because note this, the more you give, the more breast milk comes. If you don't empty the breast, there will be no replacement.
Yes.
It is not like you have taken a bucket half full to the tap to feed water. No. For the hormones that produce breast milk, they don't work on a half-filled breast. They work on an empty breast. So if you don't empty the breast, they wouldn't fill up. So you need to feed on every now and then. You demand it to feed, not the child's demand. You, the mother, have to make sure that your baby gets the breast milk to feed.
Not meaning say the more I'll be breastfeed, you know.
The more breast milk is produced.
Okay. Wow.
Exactly at night.
Yeah.
Especially if you breastfeed more at night. One sorry on a panel. Then for na share.
And there was in my too. If you walk na wa wo men for no kwa kwatina baby but now no breast milk na but And then I try and say the more over breastfeed, you know,
the more ebeba produce exactly. Okay. So coming back to the men.
Yeah.
So when you start encouraging them during pregnancy, then you start warning people around that we are going to do exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months because say woman never better say you support the idea of breast milk solely for 6 months without any support, whether water or formula. You start educating them because they need to understand the reason why you are saying it before baby is out, because when baby is out, it's chaos. When baby is not out, it is acceptable. But the moment baby comes out, everybody wants to share their opinion on how to care for the child. So start giving that warning whilst baby is still not out. Then, if you buy anything, especially feeding bottle, you label it for breast milk. Remember, I said it is the mind that produces milk. So if you don't label it for breast milk, the body will then suggest, okay, this thing that this man has bought, it can also be used for water. Oh, okay, so even if I don't produce enough milk, baby will get.
So indirectly, you know, I say, I got this bottle, and Yemfani say a breast milk natural, and so whenever you see it, it's like your mind telling your
body say produce.
Beginning, I might say it was psychological way.
Yes.
So the more you are calm, you have all the support and things like what you just mentioned. Say waiting for. Yes, I say it's telling your
mind that get ready.
Yeah.
So even if the breast is full, baby is asleep, we can still express into this because this is also a reservoir for breast milk.
Breast milk. Wow. Okay, that is good. Yepa say ye say because say nima ebi owa edin. And I think most people know omoto feeding bottles near there. At the back of their mind, no be nyama auto feeding bottle. Into also out of feeding bottle. On
nim
at the quantia nipa no why they.
Nipa no medical condition say oh I want to mean breastfeed. Nti oboa ne ho. You know, a man say a couple yamba no. We like that obia we like that.
Yes.
Put the reason. And who debi.
Auntie ama waka auntie o say
me suminyaka.
Aden auntie ama waka eno no we. But I was so close Obi will be. Aden na won bisa won say aden na me hia side we be a business am me nka me waka e be boa me. Now ama obema ni so say oh me yin na dream of your dream say see. When but ye perada it is common at antenatal when you go to antenatal both say obi afresh especially you know when you go to place both say money be ekutam kola dem man edin in the move feeding body no obi ato babe no so ato babe obi say na babe ne kwa de yeden obi ato babe on so na nyimbi nti obi ato babe say e de on so to babe no obi ato pacifier it has become common among women. Me the way that I'm starting zipa. Me mother say me see baby the crab because you see the mouth is for food and water, and after the mouth is a digestion system. That anything that goes through the mouth there must be digested. And see when the pacifier shakwada no or chi eyentesuo. Nti ne fa ni minimum pa edu ni say e digest. What is in the syllabus to digest? What is there to digest? When who so be specify, see what no onsu. We be say no they suck on it. It is not just there. They suck on it. And the more they suck on it, the more the saliva goes into the tummy. Then me ba no sooner na yemu one eye. Yeah. I hope says our comparison away will be na me will be.
It is that
affect you more rather in the terms of where did you come about me back? Because I know
they're very good. It's very good involved. So when the men come on board like this buying will stop.
Yes, because
it will stop. When they call antenatal, so be top pacifier. What antenatal talk say? It doesn't help the children, and so you even discourage your wife from buying.
Yeah.
But one and now, yeah. They will buy it and it will be your money.
Okay, inti anti Sabina, I am for break na yembra na yeba yembe tuyaso with breastfeeding, the importance of breastfeeding. Okay, therefore, stay with us. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the importance of breastfeeding.
Now, and I'm person with the Jimmy Pan, my prayer, my power, I am called. My prayer, my power.
Courage in the Lord. Do not look at that situation. Do not look at that problem. Do not look at that dry land.
Prayer is seeking for something, asking someone, asking for something, looking for a particular job.
Thank you.
PCTV, impacting through the gospel.
Okay, it's here for that was to say. More you call break now was saying a train but and sana you bet you so no me say me kai mo say Promised Land Faith Ministries you be share your 21 days fasting as seen na me boa echna na ya tu ni din say fresh fire echna no ye sha sia for 21 days into the last week no you be share say wo Faith Temple na ya anaju bia ye be ya sorry ye be share na ya bompire that is fiechna now the last week no ye be share say Wednesday na ya sorry na Friday no to say every last Friday ye share wo Dominion Temple no ye be share na ya share na me nim na nipa kra all kan ye hu all kan ye sofo hu all kan ye sofo Apostle Mrs. Venice Ajiman prepare hu ye Prophetess Oti Linda obe share omo na nyame wo bibi so obey the obe catch on ti men you hu fim fa hu shame yan train na me nim na fasting ni prayer so obe kai Bible mu po esuafo no bisa nyame sa de na yen ntumi anya o say sa kind way it only comes out by fasting and prayer. Into fasting ehun hia e will health benefits so bebre nti oye o physical one no na wo ye den wo ye spiritual one so nti physically why say me abstain from aduane na bibia wo hwa how no na wo ye spiritual there empire ba the be den wo de be kan nkofo pi wo addiction almost struggle say omo be den omo be jaya enye ye but trust me from obia me so me experience bibisa if you have an addiction that you need to stop while your therapy need be any age man try fasting you'll be surprised because the fear of God now the year fasting no it will help you overcome that addiction and that must say nti ya bet ya so Auntie Sabina
Yes, darling.
yakọ break yaba yaka breastfeeding awareness we say bibi papa enyi hu a
Nkaye.
thank you eno na ya asem no nti bibi papa wom ntia nti na che say second half year yasin yehie we be say you discuss the importance of breastfeeding because ehun hia we won't waste our time.
No.
It's very important because nyama pi wo ho a eye ma yen a yan sapo ye nim but say ye hu a e be encouraging na ya breastfeeding mba na I encourage other nkrofo no mo so my the more breastfeeding nti mpacho obetumi aka importance ni bi a kire yen obetumi aka kwasema.
Okay, see, before I make all important, person make out the composition of breast milk.
Okay.
And the breast milk, aside having its feed aspect of it, have three additional importance. It has love.
Okay.
It has destiny. And it has purpose.
Okay.
The three components aside the medical or the physiological aspects of feeding, it has these three other components. So as a mother, it has importance to you, for you. Not just the baby, but for you as well.
Yeah.
And as the baby also gets its own importance, benefits, then the father, being the head of the family, also gets to have its benefits. Then the society as a whole also gets to have its benefits. Then to the wiase. So first of all, let me start this to the baby. The importance of the breast milk to the baby. Now, as a child, when a child is created or brought to the world, the body in a way is made in a way that all that it can do is absorb. It doesn't digest. For the first 6 months, it only absorbs. It doesn't digest. That is why we don't give them tablets. we give them syrup.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be absorbed. So the only thing that the body knows is absorption. So God in his natural wisdom makes the breast milk ready for absorption.
Okay.
It doesn't break down. Therefore, causing sanity in the body. But the moment you add other things, then you cause chaos in the body. So if it's solely breast milk, it goes and it absorbs. And the baby's body gets all the benefits that comes with the milk. So if the milk that the mother is giving has vitamins, minerals, everything, baby gets it. Gets the first immunization. Then gets the 3 other components.
Yes.
Which is love, the attention, and this and everything. Gets the other component. Because as a mother breastfeed, the mother extends love. And that is, there's a saying that you are what you eat. So if a mother is breastfeeding, the mother is thinking about how much I love this child. That is exactly what the baby is getting. That is why Mother's Day is celebrated more.
Yeah.
Because we get to give them how we feel. So they tend to understand us better. Even though they understood us when they were in utero. Before they came out. Before a child will come out, the child has already built the love. Whether for the mother or for the father. That's already built the love. So whatever we do outside is only adding up. So if during pregnancy, the man is very helpful, encouraging the mother breastfeed and all blah, 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 the child gets to know that, oh, then this man thinks about me. Yeah. Then they build their love from utero. So when they come out, they only expect top up. Then the top up continues from the man's support. Okay, mommy, I am breastfeeding. What man express a breast milk. Then they understand. So okay, so it's not just a hearsay that the man was saying it when I was in utero, but actually he's portraying what he was telling me.
Yeah.
So the benefits of it, the child drives. The child gets to have a peace of mind, very sound baby, because there is no chaos around.
Yeah.
But if a mother is breastfeeding, and the mother tends to think about how, hey, so what am I going to feed tomorrow? The moment you start thinking about anything else aside the 3 components you need to add to the feed, then the baby gets confused. So that for the growth of that child becomes problematic. So that is breast milk to the child. Now to the mother, remember I said breastfeeding starts from utero.
Yeah.
So the moment the baby is out from utero, when the baby was inside, you were preparing the breast for giving. So when baby is out, it leaves a vacuum in utero. Then it sends a signal to the brain that what you were preparing is already out. So give it out. Yeah. Then the womb that the baby was in gets to strength to go back to its rightful place as the mother breastfeed. Yeah. So the more you give the breast milk as baby suckle, then it causes compression on the womb to go back to its rightful place, helping mother to get some shape. Then with a little bit help of corset and other things, then the tummy gets to also go down. So it helps the mother to have the womb go back to its rightful place. Then it also helps the mother to remain sane, because pregnancy comes with so many hormones, so many confusion. So it gives the mother the ability to transfer some of the hormones to the child, not keeping it to herself. So if a mother doesn't breastfeed more, the mother being at risk of postpartum depression is very high. If you don't breastfeed, you are at risk of getting postpartum depression. Okay. Then that is one. Then it also helps you, the mother, to maintain your weight, body weight. You know, when you are pregnant, you eat anyhow, accumulating excess fat. So now you have the chance by giving some of the fats to somebody who will need it for energy. You don't, because you do much, you don't stress much, but this baby is going to kick, is going to work, so that child will need that energy. So you get a chance to transfer some of the fat to the baby through breastfeeding. Okay. So if you don't breastfeed, that means you are going to go extra mile to lose the pregnancy fat that you accumulated. Yeah. It gives you, the mother, also the time to rest. One of the importance of breastfeeding is it gives you, the mother, the time to rest. It's not your fiancé. Woko contain mu, etwichi contain mu, sterilize ayewe, then we have fat formula, how even to mix the baby. It is ready to go. So the moment you pick the baby on your laps, bring the breast out, then you are relaxing to bed. Yeah. It gives you that peace of mind to rest. Then it also helps you save time and comfort. Because if baby is there with you, and maybe you are a businesswoman and you are in the market and you are selling, as you are selling, you don't need to leave your marketplace to go somewhere to go and prepare baby's food. It is already with you. So you just pick the baby and you do other things. So it has saved you the time of going back to somewhere to go and prepare the food. Now to the man. Formulas. If really to be used within 3 days, I will say, sir. And the list of it, I think, is 120 or 130.
Expensive.
So if every 3 days you are using 130, that is for if you should get those that were that best in the previous life and they are in. But if you should get a hustler in the previous life and is fighting for food, Master, within 3 days, go back to 2. So just look at the money. And you and I can testify that money here in Ghana at this time, it's not like the mango tree behind us that we can pluck anyhow. So we have to go extra mile. So one, it brings pressure on the pocket. But if the woman is doing breastfeeding, your pocket is safe. Yeah. And you, the man, too, can have the ability also to give the same love, comfort, and destiny that your wife is able to give through breastfeeding. Because if mommy should express the breast milk for you, and as mommy rests, you, the man, gives the breast milk to the baby. You also have the chance as a man to impact what you want to impact into your baby. Yeah. It is only breast milk that have that capacity to carry that spirit. Formula don't have that capacity to carry that spirit.
No, but the formula is not coming from you.
So it have that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but if it's breast milk, then you can, you tend to be a prophetess or a prophet when you have a toddler to breastfeed. Because you get the ability or the chance to prophesy onto that child's life. And believe me not, it works. That is why in the olden days, our forefathers, when a woman gives birth, they will tell the woman to stay indoors alone with the child for 3 months. So that the woman can then cover the child with her motherly instincts and build a bond with the child, because it works. And then to the society. If I should be able to impact this love, destiny, and understanding onto my child through breastfeeding, what do you think the society will gain?
Less robbery. We'll have less social mistakes.
Because no mother will like to have a stubborn child. So every mother or every family will intend to impact a very good discipline onto the child through breastfeeding. So this child grows up, and even if it is normal for a child to be stubborn, but as they grow, remember, the brain from utero has already been built, and there are memories from flashbacks. Yeah. So they tend to remember as they grow. Okay, my mom, I heard this somewhere. It's not even my mother. I heard this somewhere. Is it good? Then the brain gets to sieve it and take the better. Because I will say, just like goat, I will say far hit mukakra, but it wouldn't be like nothing cry.
But it's amazing what you are saying, because we know, say, most of the psychological disorders, infants say depression, chronic way, anxiety and stuff. No, you can say most of it. No, when you listen to the person or you go back now, see history. There's always this component of the mother wasn't around. So and most of the time, no, mother didn't around, baby wasn't breastfed. So baby felt rejected at that time.
And look up, he's not even aware, but look at the long distance that gets impact as they grow.
Exactly. So it's here for every here pass. So what we are saying, and just say kakeke, because like you said, it will save the society
a whole lot.
But we are not doing it.
Do you know one dangerous thing too about breastfeeding? If you are breastfeeding a child, and as baby is on the mother's chest and breastfeeding, and the mother makes any negative comment, and suddenly the baby hears the comment and keeps it. If it makes a positive comment, baby hears the comment and keeps it. So if you are breastfeeding and you lie, you are feeding the baby with lies. So in the olden days, again, we had so many in back there that we've left there. Yeah. If a woman is angry, no abrewa will allow abrewa no mama pray wo breastfeeding mother wo afuse mabanu fo da. Obeja kwa na fi wonsem.
When you are calm.
When you are calm, mama will show say jinsuo no. Ohun say what you obi po a oye we be ma question say kodware. Obi oye so superstition be can say kodware. Because if you make sure that say fifire wo kodware bransa just to calm your nerves. Because when you are angry, the system is poisoned, including the breast milk. Yeah, so if you are angry, I just want you to tell, if you are angry, try eating something, your favorite. It will be bitter in your mouth.
Of course.
So when you are calm and they give you water to drink, it calms them, it washes every bitterness down before they give you your child to breastfeed. Because it has impact. So if you are angry and you are breastfeeding the baby with the same anger. Impact it won't say, what we na mawunya kolebo ha. O share penny bi onye na hwe. It's no mbu penny no.
Yeah.
If you should ask the mother very well. O mami we oni subanja no. Won't say abra akola ni so na all breastfeeding or can be born in for a particular mama ne ho na sa papa ne ho. And unknowingly the child has in the mind's eye without knowing who told him or her, he's keeping it up.
That's the thing we don't realize, but all the time, no, in painful cases, and when you might be careful what you say to the child, and it applies to say, "Well, can you?"
No, that is the reason why when you go out there, the whites don't put, some of them don't put their babies direct to breast. They rather express it, and they will not breastfeed in a public place. They would rather have a place, colorful place with so many positive vibes before they put baby to breast, because it has a long impact. It has a very long impact, not today, not tomorrow, but so many years to come on that child's life.
Yeah.
So every child gets the chance to develop its own business. So they will express the breast milk, give it to a nanny. Now the nanny, whilst breastfeeding, is having a baby. Yeah, I have to do it so I'll be paid. So the nanny has that mentality of work. So this child is coming up with so many work on the mind because I need to work to get money. You see, that is some of the importance of breastfeeding that most of us don't know. Actually, I get to use my children as experiment to know this, and I know I will have trouble. But anyway, if I had not done it, I wouldn't know much about it now. So it helped in a way. So I'm trying to now to adjust that feeling. I know I'll get there. You see, it has a very long-term impact on children. In fact, on even we adults, some of us, we are behaving like this today because of how of our parents breastfed us.
Yeah. And that has been proven by research.
Exactly.
And oh dear, there are things that I'm learning today. But one thing that I'm sure of is the effect it has on the child when they grow up. Because in the research for Aka. Say, you think it's just BBA
man, but no.
It has a whole lot.
Exactly. Exactly.
What happened then? But most of the time, you feel so when I say new for no. And yeah, to say the walker no.
Now let me give you another. Let me give you another example. Let me give you another example. I'm not saying those living in Chazako are not, but let me give you that example. Look at a child born in Temanu Town by a teenage mother who has started haphazardly breastfeeding anyhow. Gidi. Look at how that child behaves. Also, not anyhow. For that is how the child was breastfed. Look at a child born in Chazako. With that environment, that mother know what that child also goes with vibes. And yes, say, because of but many cry, the child will pick because that is what the child was fed with. So let us not joke with breastfeeding. Yeah. God has a way to give, He has a purpose for it. That is why He gave it to us. And He not give it to anybody but women. He did not give it to anybody.
Because He created us to have the ability to nurture.
So if you are looking for God and you meet a woman, don't worry, you turn back, you've met God. Because we have the ability to bless and to curse because of breast milk.
But you know, most of these things, no, in the past it was done.
It is, but you know, civilization. You know, the whites are still following this, but ya po money ase to echi ne ye hwe mo so mo ba na
asema de bia make can say nipa no ka che o say you see artificial fertilizer fe bu we so no
ono you see
na yen backyard sisi asa nipa no
o se
backyard no wow o ye na we die
o se sisi akrapo o se we dua ne nya papa because of fertilizers
no you see the now first
o you know
so yen hu ne sa
there be yen do hoy there be yen hu.
Oh, we did. Yeah, that's it. Until you drew society.
So society gets it all.
Yeah.
The last part is the society. We get it all. When everything goes on during breastfeeding, if it is good, it's for the society. if it is bad for the society. Now, let's come to security. If it happens that the mother and the father and the child gets all these benefits as through breastfeeding, now the society gets to relax, because you are telling me a story about India. They've captured it. And see, at the hokra memfa enya media. But my mini breastfeeding no, me nidi yo, me che eduane sinanim. Me kwa me sike bia o me ho. Me kwa me sike bia o me ho. Wo kwa sike me no dia. Me so me che na sika show person. So in that you are telling the child that you can lie, it is okay to lie. Me I tell my mothers, don't worry. They will do the same thing to you. You also call them when you are in your old age, and they will tell you, "Oh, ma, me cry me ni sika o. Eh, me besu de nti mo. Now we real fi say. Now we real fi say. Abroad that one national. You made the same comments, and their child has paid." And so one time my father asked me for something. I'm studying. I'll call you back right now. Then later I'm saying, "Hey, I promised my father." Then I asked myself, "Did he do it to me when I was a child?" Because sometimes I ask some things and I was like, how? So one time I asked my mom, why is that whenever my father asks me something, I'm in haste to give? What's about his life? I don't know. Mashallah, bibia gidi gidi sam. Oh, I come in chirimu. So I realized that some of the things that I do, I picked it from my mother, from breastfeeding. I can stay indoors without going out. Obi anti myself. So I asked my mom, oh, no, say, na me ni baba o. Na busan so baba nim ti wo ba na wo ye baba no. Ah, sister, me to me share them the whole day that me see. Oh. Then I know where I got that from. So indirectly, you might not know what you did, but it has effect.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I have 2 kids. One of them I did exclusive. One of them I did 3 months. I didn't do up to 6 months because I want to see how mothers, those who say I'm a working mother, how the effect it has. But one thing I did was, even though I couldn't do 6 months, I was able to impact that 6-month habit in the child. So the firstborn, but sister, better be not much because I wanted to do it. I want everybody. Exclusive. Everybody left him for me.
Yeah.
So I took it up. I realized when you so still. So what I mean, Masa, when you baby, and I said, Mommy, I'm a penny, and he now bargains, fights over attachment with the younger sister because kids one now me 3 months, me money who we are sent them, Masa, you need to survive. 3 months until up to now, last of them, Madam, facha me wate. Na me person me hunya. Mother some ka somoko adwuma na ye ntina na me ye osarba facha me. Na obi say ma so de na me so na de sisi ade wonti ase wunyi a wo better because me nim so be bisa me say adenti. Now they are there. They are 2 different people with 2 different characters, with 2 different behaviors by the same mother. One is a go-getter, one is I don't care. Because my name says that netibia as of Vanessa. And that is breastfeeding. Se manya nesa, me started at early as 1 month, 2 weeks. And I'm starting a year more so me jan work with I'm sister, it's sentiment to my way, and so remember when you for 6 months. I wanted to know, I could have expressed, but I wanted to know. Do you know that this girl, I came back before that evening, the girl didn't take breast milk. Because when I said me kwa juma, so she understood what I was breastfeeding. Because sister, me kwa juma now until what done the whole say master I didn't mean nya. Na me bre me no fu so na me bre akolesi on kasa ma me sere ma me jai. He me say na wo wi fi say wo ma no fu na wo kan ye no wate. Na na me ankasa me chere na me ankasa me fi say it can apply to me. So I began begging her. Wo de me ko be ma wo. Me ko be me ma wo. And so de me baje. Then the next time the child accepted it. Then I finally realized that their book can say whatever you tell a child whilst breastfeeding, they hear it. It's true. So I became very mindful of my words. So it is a fact that can't be raised by any research that whatever you tell a child whilst you are breastfeeding is exactly what the child will be. So if you
not research, there's bonding. In Gabon, they know because over time when they realize there's bonding, it's there, and these are things you can't have if
you don't do it. You see, how can somebody just pick a gun and shoot the mother? Because they didn't bond.
It's very Emma. Yeah, so.
Okay. if you can't see a try you.
So last week near can't weigh on fetal alcohol syndrome, and then we're like, what alcohol now won't know? Ubanisu where you from or no? Like this is a typical
exactly
way, a typical way of it. So whatever you have in you, you are giving to that child.
Now let me shock you again. With this same thing, I also tested again once I gave birth. Me will na, you know this 30 almost say she beat us a droby mouth. That one with alcohol. So one time I told my mom I want to taste it and see. So I took a shot, sister. Then after 1 hour to 1 hour to 2 hours, my baby starts feeding. I need to breastfeed. Do you know my baby got boost?
Yeah.
Breast milk. I was like, so it's true that whatever you take in as a mother, the baby also takes it.
Yeah.
The breast milk that I smell smells alcohol.
So whatever you have in you, you give to the child.
Being it nutrient or poison, you are giving it.
And the sad thing is, Onia.
Aka, won't mean you in the system. That is what they portray when they grow. So I always encourage the men again that don't hurt a woman who is breastfeeding. Because if you hurt a woman who is breastfeeding, and with hatred, the baby gets to sense that hatred. That child will grow and will hate you, the man, without any cause.
Yeah.
Mother will ask, daddy will ask, but they will give it to mother before daddy, because when saw the mommy cry, but or the man would daddy, because from beginning, America will say, "What the team or you?" Into the man would daddy cry, mama, oh nya. So my professor, the mama answer, when you be. It is one thing I'm struggling with. I had that thing with my father. I had that with, in fact, I would rather always feel safe, but I was the child, I was that daddy bad child. I'm the type that if my father is not around, I feel sick.
Yeah.
So when I was experiencing that from childhood, then my uncle realized that this child is born to the father. So he picked it one time, my mother wasn't around, he picked me and sent me to my father. So even though my father was very strict, I got to have that because na me nyare into me father, but anytime my mother will call, it becomes urgent to me more than my father. Then I realized that it is something from beginning.
Yeah.
So I asked my mother, then he told me the story of my father. Then I had to, I won't say that, so no, then consciously, I need to find a way to make my father's call important. Because I will lose the blessing from my father.
Yeah.
Because I will lose a blessing because fathers are spirits. They are the gods on earth to we children. So if I should make us say, okay, say if voluntary, because of what my mother went through, yes, I my papa, then I will lose my father's blessing. So consciously I have to make effort to make my father's call important than my mother. Then my mother realized that I am trying to cope until also Jai said all friend me just for me to attend to my father. But it can be stopped.
Yeah.
If we all share the same equal rights in breastfeeding.
Wow, remember, and in-laws nya where they mama soon, into wait say obi na want to be make sure so be share na obi so ayede ati. All too soon, your time no it drew yeda Abigail as say ono so to me join yen na ansana. Bema Madam Sabina ama in the final way no take home message no. Me say me go over sponsors na ye the omo age man. But before the sponsors, my main sign embo 21 days fasting no so 21 days fasting na yes starting echna no. Team that so ye fresh fire into 21 days ya ebe end August ending pepe na fasting so be dey ebe end na end ya ye be shiem ewo Dominion Temple doyimu na yama yensa so a kire nyame but ye sha se e kina no anaju bia ye be hia wo Faith Temple na ya bom paye na ya ka kire nyame se onko so ama ya hoden na ye mfa nhwehwe nenim na ye mfa seek no because we try and say when we seek him we will find him inti ya ba ye hwehwe no ye bopun nim se obeye den obebie ye na ye nim se ye bisa ne so a obeying obeye amayen enti namo kayo 21 days na me boy china call Promised Land Faith Ministry so obetumi aka ho na ya den ya hwe nyame enim nyame som de enya ba akofo de anaso obeka say ma sorry for pe da bi nyame de na asem ma ye na enti say ye na ye be join na ya den yesu afre no enti sisi ano ye be call programming Promised City TV online. So per se we advertise your product so we free 024-380-4676 we to me advertise your program number ni biom here 024-380-4676 into me can so number ni be bar screen ni so into se one thing here we share screen ni so we be hu na the we screenshot na later the information bia o pe bia no why den wenya afi so Benbeni Travel Consult say akwentu bi na person otu a we ticket in say ebia wo hia mboapo wo pepesa wo hia say ye fa ne sen ye ne sen so wo contact Benbeni Travel Consult a mbe boa wo akwentu number ni 0244 362 445 0244 362 445 omo be boa na wo ba be di adase afi so Lightest Media omo no omo boa na ye program ya ye eba mamo so metumi ayeden ahwebi for all your media needs and solutions when you call them on 054-817-9863 omeden omo be boa another number is 0577179863 omo be boa na program up so yen so cover o my de o cover amount other partners yes shas and make say the vision of Promise City TV ni say ye be ma nyame ni din akwa amayaman na ye be den we be through crusade ye be preaching nyame asem na hwan mu na eboa na ye the program we by other partners omo no omo ye sponsors for your salvation is now crusade ye de nyame din ekọ baby bebre no so opese wo join now your partner now support ya obetumi afre 024-380-4676 024-380-4676 number no ewo screen this one ti na wa hwe Hemco Enterprise bibie ni wa obeya o kase umfa nsuo enye den enka ho nsuo de ehu hia se won kasa po be num ofie se wo ye program bia wo be use nsuo ende program bia so ye che nsuo wase se wo ye program kwa won fa nsuo anka ho a obi be ka wa bontin e no ka me kra me ti a me so make bi because nsuo de ehu hia nti se wo hia nsuo de aye bibia wo be contact ohima a ofi Hemco Enterprise e was 0244-32883 0244-32883 na obe wow owo water depot mienu ba ko water ma 22 na ba ko wo dowenya afi so Freop Automation Limited when you say we here roofing and block making machine construction and batching plant installation servicing and modification of all kinds of machinery wo Freop ombe de ombe boa screen so a number ni was so 0504939395 number we there ure to me mfi 0504939395 inti bibia wo hia bia no unsa betumi account mo Prisi Logistics almost do mo ye ni say they are into general clearing of goods and services importation exportation freight management and door-to-door service say uhia any of the services ya ma boy ya betimi afro mo 024665861 024665861 and I say on sabetimi account so 0244-777-276 0244-777-276 and also number ni was screen ni so afi so Kenley Company Limited also into buying and selling of used and new furniture nti se wo hia any of sanyama we open new one open used one na you using kakra bia slightly used betumi enya bi wo mo ho Omo no betumi locate omo Waterma opposite the sports stadium. Can Lee who here almost so from one number here 0244 219 633 0244 219 633 and I say 054 5147 679 054 514 7679 na wonsa beka omo Decovers Enterprise will be an insenia so we your program be our say a whole year day AFA we your wedding up say decoration fine we year we here read afi so hall pa na be and our program be so here floral arrangements be ba be ye arrangement fe amankofo ba omunia ji mo ye kan siesie na nya flowers spare lights ni bibia wo hia bia be occasion bia ayefe bia no so Fred Decovers Enterprise e wo 0244 260080 omobebwa number ni biom ye 0244 260080 Reps Household Limited almost so they are into cash and carry of sales of all gadgets yenim say so wo fia wo hia gadget e be ma bibia ye complete ama wo ho a e bia na pa bi kra wa sori na opese odi worship and bi si so whilst a wo si ade na bibia gadget no hefa na obenya wo se wo call Reps Household Limited da wo betumi aboa na bibia wo hia be ma wo fie aye complete bia wa ye de wenya wo betumi from 024 381 7534 and I say 054 6090403 054 6090403 na omobe wow afi so say wo hia so be ko baby wo be pamade ana bibia me recommend dia ma e-fashion and boutique omo ye experts in kids and unisex African wear ye from say home of African design so wo hia omo a wo pe so pamade ebia wo pe say na say the enim say wedding ni ade obi a pe local na wa ye wo pe so wo ye we ya wo pam African wear bia ebe twe attention a eno ani say wo be from na say na yeso ntini say omo wo number wo pe so from wo phone so a oni ombe kasa na omo wo number wo pe say WhatsApp bia bi say wo say style we na me wo material be na me use ya na say oh dey na wo pa na so mbe ma styles no hu de ebe fatawa we to me so I contact you on WhatsApp number ni so now WhatsApp number ni 04 5791365 024 5791365 Message abo number ni biom 024 5791365 but so person from mo phone so na oni omo kasa first one na me boy any WhatsApp number so person oni omo kasa o phone so a eno ye 0244 084 240 0244 084 240 it's here for answer na ye betu aso me pese meka PCTV yeah program lineup Mondays to Thursdays 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. area ye war visitation hour with Apostle Mrs. Venice Ajiman Prempe make a time a date with her na tie the owo efinyame ho eyeden emma in here say nyamensem no ebe kukoye mu amedu bebi a ayedin a okaya na wehu say oh nyame wo ho a otumi yeden otumi ye Wednesdays ye war exhortation drive time with Irama starting 7 p.m. Nti eno so obe tie na wayede wo kra eni ayeden agi Thursdays 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. ye war inspirational hour with Pastor Jesse ebi wo ho a wabra boy down wo fi say ade a me comedy obi ankom da ba wo tie inspirational hour obehu say obi ne dia okom no eye bibia na ebia anka ontumi enye den enfim but nyame adom no ama efim say ma wo hu say eni da so den ewo ho yes saying the enemy was overcame by the blood of the lamb and by the word of their testimony. Nipani share the testimony and inspiration now, and you can use that to overcome the enemy and to make it a point to join Pastor Jessica on Thursdays 3 to 4 for inspirational hour. It's here for who it's here no I no I den what like what share no subscribe and now obi so I den aye insurance message say won follow Promised Land Faith Ministries. I'll bet me following on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Bet me following be our social media handles na you will be bet me following now why insure no akana adam ko so ayede apwa na etie for ya bar program here but ansa na ye be kono pese Madam Sabina Nkrumah esame on my take home message we as ye refi bibia kra eno no ye be kai ni ehu say breastfeeding ehu hia pa Madam Sabina pacho edru so
say okay nti just as yaka bebe say we your ba we ya wofo we ya ja we ya busua we ya oman na say if obawo na owa kwanya se bo menu fonsu a mesrew men deprive abofra no that opportunity to breastfeed. Don't abandon that child with the person we say menufu no ebegu me sister wo menufu wa menufu this okoye surgery na one yes surgery nkura ebegu. So please let us not deprive our children the right to have our love, our blessing, and our destiny shaping through breastfeeding. And let us not deprive them too from getting all that they need as a child or as a human being through breastfeeding. It is our responsibility as parents to breastfeed, and it's the right of the child to be breastfed. Thank you.
Thank you. And Sabina yetawa sipa ye frel na we den oba ye wa ye nshira ama me. No wa ye nshira ama obia otie bia. Esan se nyoma ni bi wo ha ye ni. But a bibi so a ehun ye den ehun pa. Ah e be save in life. Na walking na dey see me tin ni say tete na air breastfeeding nkwa na allergies wo kola mu ni ho. But sisi na ye den
ababebe
because ye sua formula.
Yes.
Nti ye da wase pa say wa share. Nti awareness week ya ye ending in. So we refi bibia cry be a week nim na watina. Take home message na Sabina mae no. Mema rain fi kai. E sign say wo wo bibi papa bia o de be ma wo ba. E shasi fi e wo. Unyin sign mpo na e shasi. Na nyame amani kitwe onka say koboka wo. Breast milk or the mouth free. Nti say nya medical condition bi ana bibi nti na wontumi ema obe nufu a. Yes rew ma enufu no na ehu hia. Na ebia nana we hu mfa so. But that chibi no ube hu mfa so. Yeda wase. And I'm also asked to say what join ye in there. Na yedi program ya yeden aba area. Na me boa next week ye be say ye share. Na kakra na ye nim no yedi aba na yenso ya be yedi abe discuss. Na also what na why ye share. Yeda wase say what join in. Nyame keep ye na next week yes and share. Bye bye.
Na ina mpesa wo de me pa my prayer my power na yemko. My prayer my power.
Courage in the Lord. Do not look at that situation. Do not look at that problem. Do not look at that dry land.
Prayer is seeking for something, asking someone, asking for something, looking for a particular thing. Thank you.
BCTV, impacting through the gospel.
Na ina mpesa wo de me pa my prayer my power na yemko. My prayer my power.
Courage in the Lord. Do not look at that situation. Do not look at that problem. Do not look at that dry land.
Prayer is seeking for something, asking someone, asking for something, looking for a particular thing. Thank you.
BCTV, impacting through the gospel.
Mama, me 207 any motor a crash na me usa ukru nan nyina time akose na time akose efiti ne kopem December amampaya ukru ni 207 eba be crash ede oyene kese ebeba the nine no way nyina be free wasoma yesu 207 ene moto a crash na the way eba tono no bi adwen se bo but on do ho no on so home na bo se ye free Sabra General Hospital na me wodu ho no na ubisa se moto accident be na aba no obi abeka cho se moto accident no na beka se yewukuno na ko hye wukuno no oye mu hye ye mo mpaye moto any 207 e ba be crash
mami patro say daddy etwi moto mami patro say wa so hon so da ye bon sem kwesi fa mami patro so oka kire ni say wa so da ye say no si de bia ono no so da ye
an accident
207 and you could be crash transfer one so Kasawadies Musumi so be to me a sharia it is 1 month of rising our month of rising ye pejayim asante for baby a amubu may God bless his word yes say what if akwa what wadies I just say what sorry and then my someone no be can say so when to me on sorry and say to me ma say bra was sorry mama nya me be not there is no change na me be in fan trance na me be near sorry we move then we take action then ehu nyankopon it ensesaye and me bra ye tefa ko dem ensesaye be bra mania pre say me ensesaye I want to tell you this morning say change is possible sasaye is possible emu bia wa be kan che ne kra se ade we mi mpebio atade we mi pese me hyebio sa atade we mi mpebio mi pagya mi mu sesa atade no eno be pagya wo mu a de wo ye wo den sen to men sesa no pagya wo no nyame nya adwumanye sorry na bo nyame nya adwumanye pie wa no na bo nyame nya adwumanye thank to your neighbor only if you can rise up your change is possible so be to me asore nko ade a won sesa ye be to me aye ho kaluba hatosa tell them person was sorry I want to provoke your spirit for you to rise up see words of encouragement without any action you are making noise but words with encouragement with action there will be a result and a man can crashensem abra crashensem unto one more your change is possible only if you can rise up only if you what can rise up and I catch you say sorry necessary train sorry first of all you will subiti yemu say sunen to me and free yemu enya de betime ho abade ni monyam da ya kase ye wa awurade nanso so ye ntumi ntoni mu ho na mo ya se ye wa awurade nanso ye ne mu gidi maliba hatosa I am a child of God but I don't have faith in my God I am a child of God but I don't believe his word I am a child of God I can't put his word into practice so how can you be a child of God without practicing the word of God how can you see the manifestation of the word come on shout I hear you